Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to talk to you about my NICU experience this week. This was my first week of rotations and it was so exciting. So let's get into this video. Okay guys, so excuse the mess in the back. Okay. All right, so this week I was on rotation and I went to the NICU and it was pretty amazing. I enjoyed it. I learned so much. So one of the things that you guys don't know about me is that I'm a NICU mom. My second daughter was born at 24 weeks and she was 1 pound, 7 ounces, and she stayed in the hospital for 4 months. So that was the hardest thing I ever had to deal with in my entire life. And it was so traumatizing. I mean, it was also a blessing because to look at someone so small that's like 1 pound and like you could just see through her, you know, their skin is so thin, and it was just amazing to see, but also scary. But I didn't know how I would react going into the NICU this week. And I told the nurse, I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna react right now. You know, I'm hoping that, everything will be okay. I don't get emotional because, I mean, it has been 4 years, but still, just to see someone that small and, you know, it brings back memories. So I did end up seeing one baby that kind of looked like her, you know, laying there in her little incubator, and I was like, oh my gosh, that looks like my baby, how she looked, you know, and but I was okay, and I really didn't think that I would enjoy the experience, but I really did. I got to see so much. When I seen parents in there, I just thought about, oh man, I know exactly how you feel. You know, it's just the worst feeling in the world to see your baby that way and to not really know, is your baby gonna make it, or what type of future is your baby gonna have? Because when you have a preemie, all types of problems can happen, and I mean, they can happen in the future. You know, you have cerebral palsy, you have autism, I mean, all kind of things, you know, heart problems. They can end up with ostomies, they can end up with G-tubes. So I was very, very blessed to, you know, have a baby at 24 weeks and not have that many issues. She never had to have an ostomy. She never had to have a G-tube. Yeah, she has some feeding problems, but, you know, compared to all of that, I'm just really blessed. And I mean, I can't believe that she's in such great condition as she is right now. But like I said, I've seen so much and I really enjoyed the experience. Will I want to work there after I graduate? No. I can't see myself working there. I mean, the NICU nurses are absolutely amazing, but it's not something that I would want to do. And it probably has something to do with, you know, me having my own 24-weeker. And to be constantly reminded. But yeah, guys, my preceptor was absolutely amazing. The entire day, she told me everything that was going on. I learned so much. I learned about the blood gases. I did learn that in school, like how to read them, but to actually see it, I did see it when I was, you know, in the hospital with my daughter when she was in the NICU. I did see them, you know, obtain a blood gas sample, but I didn't see behind the scenes of, you know, how do you, like, what do you do after you get it? So I got to see that, and that was amazing to see. I wish I would have seen a baby get blood, because that's one thing that I know I would definitely have to do, probably in clinicals or you know, when I become a nurse. So hopefully during my rotations I'll get to see that before I start my traditional clinical, so I can just get an idea of, you know, exactly what goes on. I mean, it's okay to read it in a book, it's okay to read it on a PowerPoint or your notes, but just to actually see it in real life is a difference. But yeah, I've seen, you know, how they administer medications. Wow, all the pumps that those babies have is so much, but it was so exciting. Next week I will be in the PICU, so I'm really excited about that because that's actually what I want to do. So I can't wait for that experience, and I'll let you guys know about that. But I'm pretty sure those kids have a lot going on, and I think that's going to be an exciting experience for me. But anyways, back to the NICU. So yeah, it was really nice. I got to see, you know, how the nurses interact with each other, and not only are they taking care of the babies that's in their pod, you know, they were going around and looking at other babies and, you know, helping out other nurses, and I thought that was absolutely amazing. They are really amazing nurses. You're gonna hear that from me a lot right now. I never seen such great teamwork. They looked out for each other in the pod. You know, they double checked, you know, with the medications. They checked in with each other to see, okay, hey, does this look okay to you? You know, and I know that's something you have to do with high risk medications, but you know, just to see it in real life was pretty good. And yeah, I learned about all the medications that, you know, those babies get. I learned how to assess a little baby. Yeah, I've learned that probably in like first semester, but just to see how they do it in the NICU, you know, those babies, they end up with a lot of edema, you know, they're just laying there. Yes, you do change their position, but there's only so many positions you can change when they're, you know, on a breathing tube. I seen a jet breathing machine. I've never seen that before, and I don't remember my baby being on that. I remember she was on a few different things. I know she was on a ventilator, she was on CPAP, and it was some other stuff that she ended up on, but I never seen the jet. So that was pretty interesting to see and learn about. I love how the respiratory therapist was always right there close by. That was awesome. But yeah, I really enjoyed my experience, and I can't wait for next week because I know that's going to be so fun and I'm going to learn so much. I made sure when I was in the NICU, I made sure to ask questions all day. Don't just stand there not doing anything, okay? Don't just stand there and just follow the nurse around. Ask questions, okay? I made sure to ask about every little thing she was doing that I did not know about. I made sure to ask about the code, you know, like when you have to pull a code. I asked, you know, exactly what do you do? And, you know, I made sure to look in the books of the medications that are being used during a code. I just wanted to know all of that stuff because, like I said, I want to work in a PICU, and, you know, I'm going to work with little babies too and big kids. Since it was just a rotation, really all you do is shadow the nurse. I was able to listen to, you know, their heartbeat, listen to their lung sounds, just hold their little hands, with my one finger because they're so little. But I really enjoyed it. They were so cute. I, you know, just basically just, you know, help with gathering some supplies that she may have needed, you know, during her assessments or when she was giving medications. That's really all I did. I just followed her everywhere and just asked questions. So, yeah, during this rotation, I think that we're not really allowed to do so much. We just really have to shadow until I go to the PACU. So that will be something where I will actually be able to do some things and use some skills So I'm really excited about that. I think that the overall experience that I had was great and very educational, and I have so much respect for NICU nurses. I think they're amazing. I've been on that because, you know, my baby was in the NICU, so I've seen how they were, and they were pretty amazing also. So anyways, I will see you guys next week, and I'll let you know about my PICU experience, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Peace.